What's up, guys? It's Ghost Stories Gaming, and today is going to be the first part of a three-part series where we're going to be discussing hero options for roles you absolutely despise playing. In this video, we're going to cover tanks for people who hate tanking. Exhibit A is myself. I hate playing tank, or in Rivals, they're known as vanguards, so I hate vanguarding. Now, when I'm called upon to fulfill the role of tank, what hero can I turn to that won't want to make me smash my face through the monitor and won't cause my team to report me for throwing? The question that we want to look at is when you, the player, are called upon to flex or fill a role that you despise, what heroes from that role can you turn to? I'm going to cover a few options, albeit I had trouble with Doctor Strange and Thor, so if you guys have any suggestions there, or if I just flat out missed any, please just share in the comments as I'm continuing to learn and I want to improve in this dumb, beautiful game. Last note here, if you guys want to see any future videos in this specific series or any content from my channel, drop a comment, a like, a sub. I cannot express how much of an impact your interaction has for creators and what it does to get our content in front of more eyeballs. It's necessary feedback to let us know if what we're creating is worth our time and, more importantly, your time. Let's jump in. The first tank option is going to be for Namor mains or Namor players, and that option is going to be Groot. Now, Namor mains, if you hate tanking, but if you are asked to do so, take a hard look at Groot. Namor's squids are certified turrets, and Groot's attack walls serve as sort of a stationary turret. Namor and Groot both must deploy their turrets strategically to be at their most effective, and they must play around those turrets or walls to be at their most lethal. Both primary fires could be argued are skill shots, not that hard, but both secondary fires are, funny enough, much easier to hit. I think Groot's and Namor sync well with a lot of comps. They can fit in with a lot of different teams. They both are excellent at dealing with enemy dive heroes. Both can carry in their respective roles. Both ults are extremely offensive and can combo well with a ton of different hero ultimates. Neither are very mobile, so you'd be used to that. Someone who can play both, I promise you, Groot can deal a ton of damage. The switch feels totally reasonable to me. Namor players, when the team needs a hero, consider Groot as your tank choice. The second option on our list is for Mantis players. Try Magneto. Hear me out. Mantis and Magneto both have the ability to enhance their teammates and provide strong defensive plays. Mantis can boost damage on herself and teammates. Magneto can shield himself and teammates. Both ults can be applied offensively or defensively, thus saving teammates or swinging a team fight. Both ults provide a ton of impact. Both have forms of CC. Mantis has her sleep, Magneto has a knockback. Both even use 6 abilities, so your button configuration can be set up the same. I found it a smooth transition playing between the two. The playstyle compatibility, the mechanical difficulty, both fire projectiles. Both are important in team comp metas right now. Both are great picks for season 1. Mantis is likely better to be suited as an off healer. Yes, we know some of you mainer, it's fine. I'm just saying, while Magneto does have more potential as a solo tank, he can also serve as a secondary tank. Mantis players, when the team needs a hero, and that hero is a tank, consider Magneto for your tank choice. Third up is going to be for our Rocket players. If you haven't already, give Penny Parker a consideration. In my opinion, these are the heroes when you queue up, when you just want to have some fun. These are our friendly neighborhood tech heads, Rocket players. Try Penny Parker. Rocket and Penny both deploy tech on the battlefield that's subject to being destroyed and needs to be replaced often. Big parts of their kits and effectiveness rely heavily on their equipment, so it's only natural to feel natural when you're switching between the two. Mechanically speaking, Rocket is about as difficult as bowling with the bumpers on. Penny is a bit more complicated, but doable. Both have mobility, Rocket with his jetpack and running on walls, Penny with her web slings. Side note, I do think people forget, in addition to Rocket, that Penny can also run on walls. I don't see it too much, but Penny can run on walls. So, I hope you guys learned something today. Neither are expected to really carry the team in their respective roles, but in the right hands, both can sway a fight when needed to. Neither ultimate has like a major impact on the game, but both serve more as, I would call, like a secondary. I don't see a whole lot of solo Penny tanks. I don't see a lot of primary Rocket healers. I would say both of these comfortably are seen more as a complementary role. So no pressure when playing these guys. If you play it well, it'll help your team. If you play it poorly, you're going to lose. Rocket players, consider Penny Parker for your tank choice. This one is going to be for Iron Fist and Black Panther players. Captain America. I think you guys should take a look at Captain America. Cap is just Iron Fist with a shield, honestly. The play styles line up. They're hyper mobile. They're punching dudes right in the face. They're constantly moving in and out of combat. They're constantly diving the enemy team while looking to catch players who are slipped out of position. It's going to take a lot of practice to make Captain work mechanically, but so does Iron Fist. So does Black Panther. Combos feed into other combos which feed into other combos, which feeds into your ultimate to keep the combos going. Now, Cap's going to work similar to Iron Fist and Black Panther, where, you know, you're not always going to be expected to lead the team in stats, but your team is going to have very high expectations. They're going to expect you to be a master in your role. You can help a lot of team comps. You're going to be a great complement to a lot of team comps if you're a master of your domain, but if you're not, you're going to be a hindrance. Your team is going to be keeping an eye on your stats. They're going to be keeping an eye on your actions. They need you to be good in this role. Captain America is expected to have low deaths, be a nuisance, be a gnat in the other team's eyes, be a headache for the enemy support players, as is Panther, as is Iron Fist. As Captain, you're going to be dealing with similar counters as Iron Fist and Black Panther, so you're going to know how to deal with that. You've got gobs of mobility, and it needs to be utilized effectively. The people that have fun and are good with Panther and Iron Fist genuinely put in the time to be great at a character that's hard to play. Captain is going to be the same. If you have the patience, which you already do since you're playing Iron Fist and Black Panther, the payoff is going to be great. Captain, in my opinion, lines up perfectly for you guys. When the team says you need to jump in and be a hero, play Captain America. Number 5 in our list is a little on the nose, but it is for everybody's favorite DPS players, Spider-Man. This tank option is some low-hanging fruit, but for Spider-Man, the obvious choice here has to be Venom. Guys, the transition to Venom seems so easy. These dive characters are all about mobility. They're all about opportunity. If you'd like to jump in, cause some chaos, disrupt the back line, get a pick or two, and bounce out, Venom is your vanguard. They both swing on webs. Like, this seems like such an easy choice. Maybe it's not. Maybe I'm missing something, but it just seems like an easy choice. If you are an absolute menace on Spider-Man, the mechanical difficulty of Venom is going to be right in your wheelhouse. You don't have to carry or be the main character on either, but you are game changing when used correctly. They have similar counters, so you're going to know how to deal with that. Just imagine Spider-Man with sustain. Imagine Spider-Man with a lot more health. Just imagine a tankier Spider-Man. You're still going to be able to swing all around the map with all that speed, dive in, get a pick, bounce out. Spider-Man players, if you're forced to play tank, just pick the tankier version of Spider-Man. Venom is right there for you. Last but not least, this combination is going to be for Wolverine players. This also feels like a piece of low-hanging fruit here, as they have a built-in team-up ability. But for Wolverine players, seriously consider looking at playing the Hulk or Bruce Banner. If you enjoy the brawler role that is Wolverine while leaping around the map like gravity doesn't exist, while raging and transforming your body like a werewolf under a full moon, consider Bruce Banner. I think these two hero playstyles and mechanical challenges line up fabulously. Both are getting banned in high comp lobbies anyway all the time, so you might as well learn both in case one stays available, because both are certified game wreckers. Both heroes can gel with a lot of team comps, and if you're talented with Wolverine, the Hulk is going to feel even better with the rate at which you can just jump around the map and smash faces. Both are brawlers, both have a lot of survivability with shielding and a big health pool, and you can absolutely carry with both of these characters. The Hulk or Wolverine, your job is to make the other team's mental simply implode. Not to mention, they have a cool factor. These are classic comic book characters that like to rage, they transform. You can Hulk out on Hulk, you can Hulk out on the Wolverine, you can Wolverine out on Hulk. You guys know what I'm saying. Wolverine players, queue up Bruce Banner, you are not gonna be disappointed. As we hit the end of our video here, I had a little trouble again coming up with ideas for Thor and Strange. So if you have some ideas or experience with heroes that seamlessly gel with those tanks, or some I just failed to mention with the tanks mentioned in this video, please let me know. Drop them in the comments. People need to know. People need options. There are good players out there who don't know who to turn to when the time comes when they need to fill those roles, especially specialized roles like Vanguard or support. Thank you guys for sharing your time with me. I'm still having a blast making Rivals content, so we're going to keep it going. Stay tuned for the second video in this series. We're going to talk about support characters. So support characters for people who hate playing support. If y'all want to stick around for the next video in this series or any future content from my channel, a sub, a comment, a like, all of it goes a long way. And you guys, again, have no idea how much it helps the channel and how much it helps keep me motivated. So thank you guys. Peace out, and I'll see you in the arena.